So we're going to make the furrow. Radishes you want to plant about 1/4 inch deep. So with this part of the Seed-It-Rite, we create the furrow. And so we've created one that's about half the length of this unit. And then we're going to come over 2 inches more and we're going to make another furrow. And then we're going to come another 2 inches, make another furrow. That way our rows are nice, neat, and straight. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 furrows. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant one row of the Crimson Giant, and then we're going to plant a row of the White Icicle, and then a row of the Crimson Giant again, so that we alternate them. That way we get a little variety. With the Seed-It-Rite, after we make the furrows with these two sides, and you see the furrows here, we're going to plant the radishes every 2 inches apart. But when you're planting, you have the ability to plant every 2 inches apart, every 4 inches by skipping the one in between, every 3 inches apart on this other side, or every 6 inches apart, depending on what the plant needs. Since we're going to do every 2 inches apart, we're going to put a radish seed into each one of these holes. And it doesn't matter if you get two. You can clip one off if it starts to grow. And this row is going to be the White Icicle. And what you do is you just tilt it over the furrow and it just drops in all evenly spaced. Now the next row we're going to do the Crimson Giant again. Okay, we've planted the radishes and the spinach. Now we're going to plant onion sets, and the scallion type, and they'll get bulbs on them about that big around. So we're going to plant these at 3 inches apart. And this is a lot larger than a seed to go into here, but I'm going to show you how to use this. We've created furrows to allow us to be in a straight line in conjunction with this, so we optimize our space in here. But that's just to keep straight line. Now, since we're going to do these 3 inches apart, we're going to turn the Seed-It-Rite this way and just lay it down next to the furrow. And then what we're going to do is every 3 inches, we're going to put an onion set. What we're going to do on this last section here of the garden is we're going to plant some Simpson black seed leaf lettuce. It's kind of a sweet lettuce, and I like it, so I'm going to show you a different way of planting. Okay, this is one of the large pepper shakers like you find at Pizza Hut and places like that have the large holes in it. What I do is I take this and take the black seed lettuce and I pour it into the shaker and we'll put the top on. Now, since we have onions planted here and radish or spinach planted here, we don't want to get any of this over. So we come up here to where we had the onions and the spinach, and we put one of these barriers here, and then we come to where we have the onions, and we put a barrier right up against the onions so that it's just like this. Now we just have a barrier here where we're going to have the seed, and you just take and it just sprinkles in just like salt. Okay, just to seat the lettuce in, I just take and tap it with. You can use that same piece of cardboard that you used. I like this little miniature, looks like a garden rake, and I just like taking and just tapping it like that.